Hello, and welcome to Every Day is Funny, the meditative morning show about newspaper comics. And it's Saturday. You know what that means? Yup, it's Submission Saturday. Wake the kids, call your mom. Well, if your kids aren't up yet, something's wrong. Bring them to the doc or try a different parenting style. It's a little late for that. But get everyone you know, it's Submission Saturday. Which means, I feel like we've had enough submissions to the first ever Every Day is Funny caption contest. And we should read a few of them out. Now, I don't know if, again, this is not a prize or ranking sort of thing. I don't know that I'm here to choose a winner. But I appreciate all the submissions we got. We got a bunch. And I thought today might be a nice time, sipping some afternoon tea, to read out the submissions. Maybe I can start an Instagram poll with some of the top ones and people can vote. Or I won't do that at all and this all live and dies right here. Lives and dies. I screwed it up. I'm not gonna edit that. But yes, thank you to everyone who submitted. This was a rousing success. I didn't count them up. But we have a bunch. We have at least 7 to 8 submissions. This is wonderful. And I've tried to avoid looking at the submissions as much as possible. For some, that was a bit more difficult. But I'm going to try and keep an open reaction to these as much as possible. Again, it is an AI-generated image that was done by me typing in a clown getting a tattoo. And the image turned into seemingly 2 clowns, one of whom is in a lab coat of sorts, giving a tattoo to another clown-nosed looking fella. So that's the setup. We're going to go through now and read the submissions. The first one, from Jerry D. He says, "Thought bubble above each man thinks, who does this clown think he is?" That's great. Starting off very strong, referencing the fact that they're both clowns. I love it. And it shows they're also a little skeptical of one another. Perhaps the one man doesn't like how the tattoo's coming out, and the other man is wondering why he would have him tattoo this illustration on him to begin with. All right, next, submission from Pete. Pete says, "Do you keep messing this up because of my ironic smiling mask, or because you only own chairs with wheels? Either way, we truly are a pair of clowns." Oh, I like pointing out the furniture as if that means anything. That's great. A little nonsensical. That's what the caption contest is all about. All right, next up we have Tyler. His caption, "Thanks for the sweet tat, Dr. Inky, the nearsighted germophobic ginger clown. Please, you can call me Steven." I love these. I'm laughing way more at these than any of the newspaper comics I typically read. Which maybe that says something. Either about the faulty nature of the premise of this show or the fact that authors and illustrators of newspaper comics need to step up their game a bit. They're getting schooled by the commoners. All right, next up, Alfred Pennypacker. I hear he's a wealthy industrialist. He says, "Thanks for wearing the smiley face mask. I really couldn't focus with that nervous look on your face." Okay, so that is a mask that the receiver is wearing. That's what I had insinuated might be the case. Oh, he has an alternate, Pennypacker. His alternate is, "Thanks, Dr. Clown Tattoo. I was overdue for this." That's actually pretty similar to Tyler's. All just giving strange names to the clown tattooist. In Tyler's, it's Dr. Inky, the nearsighted germophobic ginger clown. And in Alfred Pennypacker's, it's Dr. Clown Tattoo. They're on the same wavelength. All right, next is... All right, it says Rex Morgan, MD, but we know that's not the true Rex Morgan, MD. Unless it is, that would be incredible. But it looks like Rex sends in 4 possibilities. First, thanks, Doc, the ladies are going to love this. Which, you know, one thing I'm fascinated by, nobody's tried to, in any of these submissions so far, which maybe we'll get there, no one's tried to decipher anything about what the illustration is. Which is fair, because it's very confusing and leaves much to the imagination, but... Second, from Rex, I'm finally 18. It's pretty good. Pretty simple. Next, this isn't going towards your deductible. And finally, wipe that smile off your mask because this is gonna hurt. That I like. It references the mask again, which I think is necessary. The idea of wiping a smile off a mask, and him saying this is gonna hurt while he's seemingly almost done with it. I love that. Next up, well, this is an honor, Senator Tommy Tuberville. I guess this is why he was too busy putting a hold on military nominations. He was reading comics and listening to my show. Tommy Tuberville, thanks for writing in. He says, aren't you worried they won't take you seriously at work? And he clarifies that could be spoken by either party. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like that's a layered response. That's very good. I like that one. Second, from Tommy, don't forget the microchip. I don't know if I get that one. Don't forget the... Is Tommy a conspiracy kind of guy? Is this like a vaccine sort of thing? Oh, maybe with the masks, it's the vaccine sort of thing? Okay. Next, the tattoo artist saying, what the fuck even is this tattoo? There we go. Someone addressed it. I like that. I love that the tattoo artist is... What the fuck even is this tattoo? That's great. Last one from Tommy. All right, one more line and no one will ever know about your neo-Nazi face. That's great. Just like looking at the guy on the left and picturing a clown to go through a neo-Nazi face. I love it. Great work, Tommy. Tommy Tubes. Tommy, if you're listening, I would love to have you on the show. I won't bring up the military stuff. Or I will, whatever you want. Next we have Binky with a caption submission. He says, I'm actually more of a nose guy. I don't know who's saying that, or is that like a sexual thing? I'm actually more of a nose guy. Oh, like he usually does tattoos on noses? Maybe that's it. Dinky is the next... It'd be quite a coincidence if Binky didn't know Dinky. Dinky says, just need to cover up this old killer clown tattoo and you'll be approved to do kids' parties. Interesting. A reference to the 80s film Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I presume? Or just a killer clown in general. Maybe he was part of a clown biker gang? Is that what that's alluding to? Anyway, it's good he'll be able to perform at kids' parties again. Next is Slinky. Alright, if Binky and Dinky don't know Slinky, that's crazy too. Slinky says, step right up and get your Henny tattoo. The only thing that disappears is your memory of getting it. Henny. Isn't it henna? Let me do a quick check on this. Yeah, I believe it's a henna tattoo, unless Henny is a reference to the clown aspect. I think Slinky's had a little one too many, you know what I'm talking about. Next up, and the final submission, is from Clinky, which, man, if Binky Dinky and Slinky don't know Clinky, that'd be wild, huh? Clinky says, "Welcome to clown school, baby." That's a great one to end on. Wow, well done, everybody. I don't think I could possibly pick a favorite. This was a rousing success. I loved all the submissions. Wow. Again, maybe I'll put up like an Instagram poll, but this was fantastic. Thank you to everyone, and I will definitely be continuing the caption contest again in the future. But all right, let's get to the comics. All right, let's start with some Family Circus today. No real reason. I'm just in that mood. All right, all the kids are sitting on the stairs in their pajamas, looking at an adult party going on, with music playing and a lot of mingling and fancy outfits. And the oldest of the son says to the other two kids, "Oh boy, tomorrow we get to make our own breakfast." Oh, is that because like the parents will be super hungover? That's pretty funny. I wonder if they know the reason behind why the parents don't wake up after a long night of a party. But I don't really believe that these kids ever get to make their own breakfast. Let's check the comments. JJ O'Malley comments, "Oh boy, tomorrow we'll have a new daddy and a new mommy?" So this, in his mind, is a party to pick out a new significant other? I wonder if anyone's ever hosted a party like that. Basically like the TV show Wife Swap in real life. I bet it's happened. That'd be kind of fun for like 24 hours, right? It'd probably confuse the children though. Best not to do that. All right, Rex Morgan time. Again, where we're at with this, Sarah, the daughter, is finally feeling not so guilty about feeding the dog chocolate. Yesterday, the two parents of the household, Rex and his wife, embraced over the success of their parenting. Let's see where we're at today. And Rex and his wife are still talking, and Rex says, "Seriously, you're a great mom. I wouldn't have known what to say to Sarah to calm her down." His wife says, "Tag team parenting. Sometimes one of us does what the other can't." Rex says, "I hope I can handle whatever comes next." His wife says, "I have faith in you, Doc." Was this a flirtatious moment? Because if it wasn't a flirtatious moment, this sounds very repetitive for people who have been married for years now. Like for the mom to go, "Sometimes one of us does what the other can't." It's like, yeah, I think you're both well aware of that, at least 10 years, 11 years into this marriage. So it sounds like they were setting themselves up for some adult kind of times coming soon. If that ever did happen, again, I feel like we would not be seeing that in the strip. I feel like that's something that happens outside the panel, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's check the comments. Seismic 2 says, "I hope I can handle whatever comes next. I know they told us in medical school that something happens to girls' bodies when they become teenagers, but I've completely forgotten what it is. I wish I could find my old textbooks." For those of you out there who have been listening to every episode, you know that the Rex Morgan comment section has I just do not care for how much they talk about female puberty. There's something very off about this group of fellas. And I don't care for it at all, actually. Okay, I'm going to comment from the point of view of Rex, repeating, "I hope I can handle whatever comes next." and his wife saying, "I hope so too, I just gave the dog more chocolate." Kind of a funny, this has been going on so long, and I'm gonna just restart the cycle, which I think is something that the readers and these weirdo commenters will appreciate. Send. I don't know why on this show, every time I'm commenting, I then say send like I'm John Lovitz, but I've noticed I've been doing that. I might put a stop to that. Anyway, I think it's time to wind down for this Saturday, May 18th. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow.